Hello and welcome to the introduction to Google Sheets. Hope you guys are ready to go, as this is the first thing you will be doing. Now, as you see, the title for this is Sheets 1 Budget, and let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to change the name of the sheet. If you go down to the bottom left right here where the mouse is, right click it and click Rename. And rename that to Budget. Perfect. Next, we want to enter in a series of data. I will do that right now. I'm going to pause it, and then I'll let you guys look at it when I'm done. Alrighty, so we have all of the data put in here. In cell A1, it says student name, so please put your name there, not student name. In the budget, you can put budget 2019 as it is 2019. Now we have everything put in here, so let's get on to the next step. The next step that we want to do is to make the column width wider. By that, we want to make column A wider. As you see in cell A16 right here, disposable income is leaking over column B or B16. We don't want that. It looks bad. So move your mouse in between columns A and B at the top, as you see right there, and double click it. And as you see, it should have moved the column over to the right and made it just right there to keep disposable income inside of A16. Next, we want to merge cells A1 and B1. To do so, highlight A1 and B1 like so, and click the Merge Cell button right here next to the fill color, borders. Right there's Merge Cells, and now it has merged together. As you see, there is no line in between column A and column B. Next, we want to use the formatting icons. So highlight cells A1, which is that, and use the formatting icons to change the font to Arial and change the font size to 12 point. Make it bold and center it in the cell. Now I will do so off the recording. Now as you can see, it is Arial font, 12 point font size. It is bold and it is centered in the middle, just like that. Next up, we want to choose a dark fill color for cell A1. So, click on cell A1. It is already clicked for me. And then go to the fill color. Click the fill color and choose a color. I will choose green, a dark green, for fun, right there. Okay, and then we want to change the font color. It's right there. Text color, as you can see, with the A. Pretty similar to Excel and Word and all of those that use this type of editing for fonts and letters. We want to change that to white. Makes it easier to see, as black is a darker color and it'll kind of mix in with the dark green. So having the white, it helps you be able to read it better. Now we want to repeat what we did for cell A1 and B1 technically with cell A2 and B2. So you want to merge it just like we did before. Then you want to change it to Arial font, 12 point font size, bold it, and then put it in middle alignment. Then you want to change it to the same color you had for student name. So for me it would be dark green fill color, and then white text color. Now I'm going to do that off of the recording. I'll be right back. Now your sheet should look something similar to mine. It doesn't have to be dark green for the fill color. You could have chose another dark color. So it should look something similar to what we have right now. Next up, we want to click on cell A4, which is income. hold the control key and click on cells A5 and A16. So this cell, which is savings, and then this one, which is disposable income. Select bold right there and choose a lighter fill color. So we can come to the fill color and choose a lighter color to keep with the green. We're going to choose, or I'm going to choose, a light green. You don't have to choose a light green, of course. You can choose whatever color you want. Just make sure it is lighter. Okay, it should look something like that. And then you want to bold these 3 cells. Alrighty. So I realized it was already bolded, so that was a mistake on my part. My bad. Now we want to click on cell A7, which is expenses. Hold the control key and click on cell A14, which is total expenses. Select bold and choose a fill color. I personally am going to choose a light red, just because it's a little different than everything else. Now, this is it for this section, so please hit the save button. Luckily, we don't have to hit save on this one, since Sheets autosaves, so that's cool. Next, it's time to start going into the formulas. So, click on cell B4. We want to find an income at $10 per hour, working 40 hours per week, and 4 weeks in the month. So, what we want to do is equals 10 times 40 times 4. Then click or press enter. And as you see, before we press enter, it has what you're going to get right there. So, if you happen to know what number you need to get, and it's not that number right there, then you know you did something wrong. But that should be the number. So that is the income, which is $1,600, is what you should have gotten. Now to calculate putting 10% of total income to a savings account, we want to click on cell B5 and enter the formula equals. Click B4, like so. As you see, it has B4 in there, and it's its own color to let you know that this is a cell that we are having. This is really similar to Excel as well, which has this type of thing. Then you want to times that by 0.10. Since this is 10%, if you put 10% in a decimal, it's 0.1. And then press enter. You should get 160. To add up the monthly expenses, we want to click in cell B14, which is total expenses, and enter the formula equals sum. As you see, there's a bunch of these, but we just want this one. And luckily, it has what we want right here. It gives you a suggestion of the cells that's above it, which is usually what you use for the sum. And we want sum of cell B8 to cell B13. So just click on that. It should be put in there already. And then click or press enter. Now, if you want to check just to make sure you did it right, you can bring out a calculator, add them all up. But, I mean, Excel was smart enough to know which, or Sheets was smart enough to know which cells we wanted for the sum. So, that is what you should get. To calculate the disposable income, we want to click in cell B16 where disposable income is, and enter the formula equals B4. So we want to click on B4 minus B5 minus your total expenses, which is B14. Press enter and you should get 280. So please check with here and what you have right now to make sure you're doing it correctly. Everything that I have right here is what you should have, except maybe some different colors if you decide to do some different colors. Alrighty, let's go on to the next section. Next up, we want to change or put an icon on some of our numbers here in column B. To do so, highlight cells B4 through B16, like so. And then select the dollar icon. So select this button right here, which is Format as Currency. Then you should have it all in a currency type format, just like so. Next, we want to click in cell B14. Hold the control key and click cell B16. Select the top border and the bottom border for these cells. The border button is right here next to the fill color and the merge cells button. Click on that, and we want a top border. We can click that, and a bottom border. Click that. Also, bold cell B16, just like so. Now, that's how it should look, and if you see, you can see that there are borders placed right there with the black lines. Now, please check to make sure you have this exactly as it should be, and we'll go on to the next section. Next up, you want to highlight cells A8 and B13, just like so. Click the chart icon on the tool. So, if you go all the way over here, there should be this button that says Insert Chart. We want to click on that. And then we get a pie chart. So, this is what we want as well as the pie chart. If you did want to change it, there is this two right here, which is chart type. You can do a bar, column chart, line, area, whatever you want. But we want a pie chart. Now, size the chart down and place it next to the data over here. So size it down, move it over. You should place it about right there. Should work. And make it just a little bigger so it's in part G. Just like so. There you go. That's how it should look. Move it down a little bit so it looks perfect. That is exactly how we want it. Now, be sure to have the chart highlighted, and if this is not up, double-click the chart, and the chart editor tool will pop up here on the right side. Now, we want to use this chart editor tool to customize our pie chart. So, the background color you can change if you go to Customize, Pie Chart. You can change all of this stuff. You can add a chart, axis and titles, a legend, pretty much just like Excel. So, you can change the background color if you'd like. I'm thinking to keep with the green, we can do a light green. And then you can change border color if you want. I'm not going to do so. Next, we want to add a title to the chart. So you click Chart and Axis Titles. So as you see, I have put in the chart title, and it's Budget 20. If you put 2019, then make it Budget 2019. But I didn't put in any years, so it is Budget 20XX, where the 19 would be. Now you can insert a little graphic, which you can go to like Insert, Image, and then you can do Image over cells, and then you can find an image somewhere online. Go ahead and find an image that's relevant to what we want. And this should be it. Now, you could have chosen a different picture, of course. It doesn't have to be the exact one. But yours should look very similar to this. The same numbers, all of that, maybe some different colors here and there. Now, we are done. So please save this as a PDF and submit it to your teacher in Schoology. You can do that by Sorry about that. So again, as I was saying, we want to export it as a PDF and then submit it to your instructor. So we want to click File, go to Download, and then click PDF right here. Export it as a PDF, and you should be good. Now, you are done. Well done. Hopefully you had no issues, and if you did, then hopefully you asked to solve them. Anyways, have a great day. See you all later.